Craig and fam. First of all, shout out to my rich people friends. Everyone I know who has property and, assets and stuff is like, damn, this Dan Andrews tax on property, man, it's messed up, Like, man, sorry to hear about it. You're all having a hard time. 'Cause it's not like 1,000, it's like 7,000, 20,000 paying land tax because our fucking what's it called? Kathmandu wearing, that's not it, is it? North Face wearing oppressor. Yeah, you rich, homie. It's because you're white, Juz. As fucking trying to make up the deficit, it's probably caused by stupid shit he did as well, by taxing the hell out of the rich. And it's like, okay, that's one way, but, he's not making any friends on his way out. Very few friends he had left. But, it just got me thinking, like, people are really like us and them. And it's like our bosses are these maniacal people who are like withholding all of this money. And it's like, they know that I need a new car, but they're like, you can take the bus. And it's just not the case, right? I've got to burst this bubble, right? So all the wealthy people I know, they have like a bunch of assets, and the money that they have is tied up in those assets. And even if it's an account that has like, let's say shares, so that it's easy to understand, you can't take the money out of the shares account and pay for your dinner. You can't. It takes 3 days, and you want to pick the right time so you've actually made money when you take it out. So that's something I do, so I actually do understand that. But it's not like, oh, you've got money, you can pay for dinner. Like, it's like, no, I don't have money. It's stuck in this account that's supposed to generate more money. It's not for spending. It's not spending money. It's like invested money. Okay. So, and I know people that like just look at all my bank accounts and they're all doing something. All these accounts are machines, right? So the liquidity, the money that we spend and stuff, that most peasants are living with just liquidity, that's not what it's like for wealthy people. They're not coming home and diving into a pool of gold coins at the end of the night and then cackling at the staff members who have to catch the bus. Like, it's actually not like that. And it is a peasant mentality to see them as evil and different that keeps us from becoming wealthy, right? Because if we would empathize and identify with people who are wealthier, we would say, hey, how are you doing this? And I actually asked a friend of mine's dad. He was super drunk at a birthday party, and I think I was 18 or 19. And I was like, so how do you get rich, bro? And he's like, compound interest. That's the secret to wealth creation. And sipped his champagne, and I was like, I have no idea what compound interest is. Googled it, still didn't get it. And now I like kind of get it, It's like, can't buy a car for your employee with a piece of the wall, It's in the asset. So rich people aren't just like hoarding money and juggling it and then not giving it to the peasants, right? And that's this thing, is people who don't have money or who are like living it tough. And, I live it tough sometimes, and other times I'm okay and stuff. It's feast or famine with all the different businesses and stuff that I do. Is people think like, oh, I need money and you have money, so you're not being generous and giving it to me. There's this like mentality like that. Oh, they've got money and I don't, so fuck you. And it's like, that's not fair, dude. Like, when was the last time you generously gave money? And, it's not like that. People don't just go like, oh, okay, here you go. You're being irresponsible, so here, I'm going to throw money at you because you're not managing your money. That's not how it works. And like, honestly, I think that there is some cosmic thing to that. It's not just the mentality of people that do have money that don't just give it to irresponsible people who are going to fritter it away and not do something intelligent. I think money is like a form of chi in the universe, and particularly in our universe where we do trade things on like a currency, a fiat currency or whatever, that the way that it's distributed, it goes to people who are more responsible. So even there's this like legend, I don't know if it's urban legend or if it's true. There's a woman, she was a cleaning lady, she made $2.50 an hour, and she ended up being a millionaire because she just saved and saved and saved and saved, right? And that's not really the most intelligent way to get rich, is to just keep the money. It's better to invest it, obviously, in like secure things, not high risk volatile things. Contrary to all your hotshot purple belt finance guys who want to, why wouldn't you just invest in something that's 12%? It's like, the 5% a no-brainer, so saving's not necessarily the thing. But this urban legend of anyone can do it. Even if you're making $2.50 an hour, you could still get wealthy if you control yourself, right? Is this thing. But in practice, that woman is being responsible. She's not spending it. She's not treating it all as liquid. She's like, no, future, keep it. So responsibility gives you more money. Eventually she became a millionaire. That also translates to practical reality, where like the Shark Tank people who are like, oh, you've got a business idea. Yeah, cool. I'll give you $100,000. Is like, they're like, yep, you will be responsible with this. You're not going to spend it gambling, you know? If someone came up to you and they were like, hey, I'm a gambling addict, you wouldn't go like, all right, here's this money to get on your feet again. You know, you just go, oh, no, that's not. So if there is a god of money, they're not like, yeah, here you go. It's like when you know to invest it, or when you invest like instinctively because you've been doing it for such a long time, you're like, oh, I got this money. Cool. I'll put that there. I'll put that there. I'll put that there. Then you're allowed more money to come into your life, because it's like, if it's God's wealth, it's for God's will. All right. Whatever God you believe in, whether it's the laws of nature and not a deity, burst into flames or piss up against the wall, right? So yeah, have a bit of sympathy for your rich friends, because the way that I learned about investing in shares and crypto and stuff was like, I asked a bunch of financial advisors just in passing, and they all said the same thing. I'm like, oh, okay, sweet, dollar cost averaging and buy the index. Okay, if you know what those terms are, it's like everyone says that. And when I'd say, oh, I'm doing dollar cost averaging, dudes would go, it's a good way to do it. Exactly the same. It's a good way to do it. Yep, it's a good way to do it. And I was like, cool, keep doing that. All these dudes who are experts are all saying the same thing. Cool. But like, I was just curious. I wasn't like, you're keeping the money and I need it, you bastard. Because it's not like that, you know. And have some sympathy for the devil. Like, because rich people can still be broke. Like, the liquid account, the money that we spend day to day, can be empty. And it's like, you've still got the Tesla, you've still got the 3 properties, now paying this huge amount of tax, you know, a fucking rocket ship that's going to Mars. It's like, Elon can't take money out of the rocket ship and spend it fixing your car. That's not how money works, you know? So like, we got to get this like chip off our shoulder that it's us and them, and that our bosses are trying to screw us over, because they're not. They're paying like 12 grand rent and then going home to their family they have to pay for and paying the mortgage for that house. It's more responsibility. More money is more responsibility. It's not more hoarding and like, fuck the peasants, all right? And that's how the peasants justify going, fuck the rich people, is they think that the rich people are like turning their nose up and not helping. And it's like, no, if you would help yourself and show responsibility, then people will lend you money. That's how you get a home loan and stuff as well. You prove to them that you're being responsible, and then they go, yeah, cool, now you can have money because we can trust you, you know? So yeah, quit blaming the rich. It's how we manage our money that governs the results that we get, you know? All right, that'll do. I'll shut up now. Bye.